Alright, so we want to factor 6x squared plus 11x minus 10. Because the coefficient of the x squared is not 1, I'd prefer to use the AC method. So all quadratics come in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So our a here is going to be the number that's attached to the squared variable. So that's 6. Could write that down on the side if you want. Our b is the 11. C is negative 10. We want to take the negative with the constant there. And that's important in the AC method to keep track of the signs. All right, now the AC method says that you should multiply the A times the C on the side. So that's going to be the 6 times the negative 10. This makes negative 60. And what we're looking for is we're looking for factors of negative 60 that would not only multiply to negative 60, but also add to the middle term, the b. Okay, so what are some factors of negative 60? It could be negative 1 times 60. It could be negative 2 times 30. And you just make a long list. Negative 3 times 20. Negative 4 and 15. Negative 6 and 10. So what we'll do is we'll switch the signs of everybody now. So instead of negative 6 and 10, it could be 6 and negative 10. Or 4 and negative 15. 3 and negative 20. 2 and negative 30. And 1 and negative 60. That is all the combinations. What we're looking for is a special combination. It has to multiply to negative 60, which they all do, but it also has to add to the 11 there. So does any of these possibilities work? Yes. Okay, negative 4 and 15 is the special combination, because not only does negative 4 times 15 make negative 60, but also negative 4 plus 15 makes that 11 that we see in the middle term. So they have to add to the b. Okay, so since that's the special combination that we need, let's go back to the trinomial, and we're going to rewrite the middle term. So you bring everybody down except the middle term, and you use those numbers to split up the middle term into two parts, negative 4x and 15x. All right, now that we have that, what we're supposed to do is group pairs of terms together by putting parentheses around them. And then we want to factor out the greatest common factor of each set. So for these guys, what they share in common is a 2 and an x in their factorizations. So we'd want to pull that 2x out. We could also show that we're going to divide the terms by 2x. That's a technique for factoring something out. In these guys' cases, they share a 5. So divide by 5. So now let's simplify. We get 3x minus 2 and 5 times 3x minus 2. It should always be that if you picked the right combination, then these two factors will match. The last step in factoring by grouping is realizing that when we have a factor in common, even if it's a big factor like these, then that thing can be pulled out front. This is just an analogy. The apple here is the 3x minus 2. So 3x minus 2 comes out front. And that's our final answer.